What's going on, guys? FadeitLuie here, bringing you guys a brand new video. We're gonna be doing a mid-fade comb over on my boy, so stay tuned. We started off by saturating the top and combing everything in place, making sure everything is nice and neat. Now that we're done combing down the hair, we're gonna start off with our gold FX and create our first guideline. We also gonna make sure we contour this guideline to his head shape so that the fade could flow better and it's more unique to his head shape. Now that we're done budding him out, we're gonna move on to our shave stick and apply it to his skin. This is so he doesn't bump up when we use the foil shaver. As you guys can see, I'm using the foil shaver to remove the stubble and also make the fade as clean as possible. Now that we're done removing the stubble with our foil shaver, we can move on to our no guard all the way open and create our second guideline. You also want to make this guideline around an inch thick so you can spread the blend. Since we're done setting in that guideline, we're then going to slightly close the lever midway and all the way close and attack that initial guideline. Now that we're done erasing our initial guideline with our no guard all the way open and closed, we can then move on to our one guard all the way open and create our third guideline. As you guys can see, I'm using a comb to feed the hair into the clipper and I'm flicking out as much as possible. I hope you guys are enjoying the video. Please leave a like, comment, and subscribe. It's greatly appreciated. Also, if you guys want to show some extra support, go ahead and leave a follow down below on the Instagram. Also, if you guys want some additional content, you can go ahead and subscribe to the membership down below. There's two different levels. There's an aspiring barber one and a tonsorial artist one. It depends which one you want. If you want additional content with the mentorship and partnership, you want the highest level. If you just want the partnership and mentorship, keep the lowest level. We're talking personal live streams with the client and me as well, a whole bunch of short content that nobody else will have access to, product reviews and tool setups, information on how to become a wealthy barber, and of course, life advice. Back to the tutorial, I'm finishing it off with my 3 guard all the way open and I'm debulking as much as possible near the ridge area. As you guys can see, I'm going with the grain with the 2 guard all the way open near the parietal ridge just to debulk. I'm also going to use the 2 guard to blend into the 3 guard all the way open. Here I'm softening up the line with the 2 guard all the way open and closed just to get ready for the 1.5 guard. Now that we're done softening up the line with the 2 guard and its lever, we could then move on to our 1.5 guard and try to remove it completely. Sometimes there's still a faint line after using your 1.5 guard, so switching over to your 1 guard all the way open would definitely help. Before we use our clipper oval comb method, I'm going to make sure that the hair is nice and saturated. Moving on to our clipper oval comb method, we're going to use our vertical cuts to make the blend, and we're going to use our horizontal cuts to beat bulk as much as possible. Here I'm detailing with my no guard all the way open, and I'm going to flick out as much as possible with the quarters. Now that we're done detailing the sides, we can move on to the back and use our no guard all the way open. We are right underneath the occipital bone, so you want to make sure you spend more time here and detail as much as possible. Now that we're done setting in that guideline with our no guard all the way open, we can slightly close the lever midway and all the way close and attack that initial guideline. Don't be afraid to stretch the skin with your opposite hand. As you guys can see here, I'm pulling the skin with my thumb. Now that we're done erasing our initial guideline, we can then move on to our one guard all the way open and create our third guideline. As you guys can see, the hair is a little long, so I'm using my comb to feed the hair into the clipper. Remember, we're using the lever midway and all the way close to soften up this line. Get ready for the half guard. Now that we're done softening up the line with the one guard and its lever, we could then move on to the half guard and erase the line completely. Now that we're done with our lower guards, we're going to move on to our two guard all the way open and create the fourth guideline. Here, we're definitely using the comb to feed the hair into the clipper and flicking out as much as possible because the hair is getting longer. The two guard all the way open will bridge the gap between the one guard all the way open and the three guard all the way open, especially when you're done using your 1.5 guard. Again, we're using the 1.5 guard to bridge the gap between the one guard all the way open and the three guard all the way open. Moving on to our clipper oval comb method, we're going to debulk the hair with our horizontal cuts and then continue to blend with our vertical cuts. Angling your clipper oval comb at certain angles will definitely create a perfect transition, especially when you're fading near the occipital bone and calic area. Here I'm using the half guard in the corners of the blade to detail as much as possible. Moving on from our clipper oval comb method, we're going to detail the occipital bone with our one guard all the way open. Again, don't be afraid to stretch the skin with your opposite hand, it's going to give you more room to blend. Moving on to our 3-guard all the way open, this is going to help us debulk and blend into our clipper of a comb. Now I'm going to continue to blend down with our previous guards, linking it all the way to the bottom. Now that we're done using our clipper over comb method, we can move on to the top and saturate the hair as much as possible. This is going to help us get the true length of the hair when using our shears. As you guys can see here, I'm grabbing the hair with the comb, feeding it into my fingers, and I'm holding it as tight as possible, cutting it with the shears. I hope you guys are enjoying the video. Please leave a like, comment, and subscribe. It's greatly appreciated. Also, if you guys want to show some extra support, go ahead and leave a follow down below on the Instagram. Also, if you guys want some additional content, you can go ahead and subscribe to the membership down below. There's 2 different levels. There's an aspiring barber one and a tutorial artist one. It depends which one you want. If you want additional content with the mentorship and partnership, you want the highest level. If you just want the partnership and mentorship, keep the lowest level. We're talking personal live streams with the client and me as well, a whole bunch of short content that nobody else will have access to, product reviews and tool setups, information on how to become a wealthy barber, and of course, life advice. Continuing with our shears, we're going to make sure the sides and the parietal ridge is connected to the fade. If there's any overhang near the comb over, it's always good to debulk with your shears. Stay as consistent as possible when using shears and grabbing pieces with the comb. As you guys can see here, I'm grabbing the hair with the comb, feeding it into my fingers, and I'm holding it as tight as possible, cutting it with the shears. Now that we're done cutting the hair on top, we can move on to our Turkish razor Derby Premium blades and make them as crispy as possible. But before we do that, we're going to apply some shave gel so that the blade can glide better. When using a razor, you always want to stretch the skin with your opposite hand as much as possible and keep it at a 45-degree angle. This always lowers the likelihood of you cutting someone.